Hi, I'm Ariel with Lowell Observatory, and here's what's in the sky this May. Mercury will be in the constellation Taurus. It may barely be visible at the beginning of the month, just after sunset, above the western horizon, but besides that, it'll be nearly impossible to see. Most of the other planets visible with the naked eye can be seen in the early morning before sunrise. Venus will be moving from Pisces to Aries and will be visible above the eastern horizon before sunrise throughout the month. Mars will be moving from Aquarius to Pisces, and Jupiter is moving to Pisces, making both of them visible in the early morning. Saturn will be in Capricorn, rising a bit before Mars and Jupiter. Uranus will be nearly impossible to see in the sky this month, and Neptune will be near Jupiter, moving from Aquarius to Pisces, but may be difficult to spot through a telescope. There will be a conjunction between Venus and Jupiter on May 1st. There will be another conjunction between Mars and Jupiter on May 29th. On May 26th, there will be a close conjunction between the moons. The full moon this month will be on May 16th, and the new moon will be on May 30th. This month's new moon will be accompanied by a total lunar eclipse. This eclipse will be well positioned for most of the population in the Western Hemisphere, although Canada and Alaska may miss the totality. For those in the Western Hemisphere, the eclipse will occur the evening of May 15th. The partial eclipse begins May 15th at 6:32 p.m. in Arizona, or May 16th at 2:27 a.m. UTC. The full eclipse will begin on May 15th at 8:29 p.m. in Arizona, or May 16th at 3:29 a.m. UTC. We'll be hosting a variety of events in person during our total lunar eclipse party at Lowell Observatory on May 15th from 5 p.m. to midnight. We'll also be hosting a live stream on May 15th on our YouTube channel starting at 7:15 p.m. The Eta Aquariids peak the evening of May 6th. This is a decent shower, likely to produce up to 30 shooting stars per hour. This will be one of the few strong meteor showers this year to not contend with a bright moon. Shooting stars from this shower are debris left from Halley's Comet. The spring constellations are prominent in the night sky. If you take the tail of Ursa Major, or the handle of the Big Dipper, and continue along the path that the handle makes, you can arc to Arcturus, which is the brightest star in the constellation Boötes. If you continue along that line, you can spike to Spica, the brightest star in Virgo. If you continue to the south from Virgo, you'll see Corvus the Crow. To the east of Boötes is Corona Borealis, with the bright star Alphecca. To the east of Corona Borealis is the great keystone of Hercules, making up the torso of Hercules. The summer constellations are coming up earlier and earlier in the evening. This includes the Summer Triangle with the bright stars Vega in Lyra the Lyre, Deneb in Cygnus the Swan, and Altair in Aquila the Eagle. If you continue south from Altair, the next bright star you'll see is Antares in Scorpio. This is Sagittarius. Sagittarius rising means the brightest band of our Milky Way will also be visible earlier and earlier as the night progresses. Good binoculars targets in the early evening include the Beehive Cluster, which is an open star cluster in the constellation Cancer. It may be visible with your naked eye on a clear dark night as a faint smudge between Gemini and Leo. Mizar and Alcor are multiple star systems in the handle of the Big Dipper. With telescope aid, you may be able to see the binary system Mizar creates. There will be many more binocular and telescope targets visible once Sagittarius rises. However, Messier 13 is a great telescope target this month. It's also known as the Great Globular Cluster in Hercules. It can be found on the leading edge of the keystone of Hercules. The Ring Nebula, or M57, is a planetary nebula in the constellation Lyra. If you make a line between the two stars in Lyra, opposite Vega, the Ring Nebula is almost directly between them. This month's Deep Sky Challenge is M101, or the Pinwheel Galaxy. Take the two end stars of the Big Dipper's handle, Mizar and Alcaid. Imagine an equilateral triangle with them, pointing south of the handle, or above the handle if the Dipper were sitting on a kitchen counter. M101 will be very close to where the third point of that triangle would be. That's all for this month's Mars Hill Almanac, and until next time, happy stargazing.